Wow, this is a quiet protest. I suppose the signs and posters say it all. The message is right there. Oh, hang on, there is somebody speaking. I can hear him, but I've got to cross over the road. Hang on, bear with me, yeah? I'm going to cross over. This road is busy as it is. It's very, very busy. Just put my bag on my shoulders. Just grab my stuff. I'm just sitting on a wall behind the Churchill statue at the minute. I'm going to have to cross over because I can't hear what he's saying. Just bear with me, people. It'll take me a while, just bear with me. There's a number of crossings to make and the road looks to be quite busy. Just bear with me, bear with me. Sorry about this.
God bless you all now. Don't forget Jesus, officers. God bless and protect you all.
Jesus won't protect us, mate. We've got to protect ourselves.
Corrupt Tories! Liars, cheats!
What must have happened is someone there.
Callous liar, who are they talking about?
Probably you. A chap has just walked past saying, callous liar, I wonder who they're talking about. Obviously they're talking about all of them, hence liars with an S on. Some dumb people. There's some really dumb people. They're all bloody liars. Never noticed that? Or do you just not pay attention to anything, ever at all in your whole life? Cummings versus Johnson. Cummings versus Johnson. How about none of them and we all take care of ourselves? Because I believe there should be a representative to each and every community, to each and every street corner, serving and representing each community. These people want things in the system to change. They ain't gonna. They never have. They never will. Smile! Smile for the fucking camera. It's not incompetence, it's an agenda, it's a plan. They know exactly what they're doing. It's not incompetence. They know exactly what they're doing. Okay?
Oh, Jesus.
I noticed she was very dismissive when I asked her that. Unfortunately, half these people don't have a clue what they're protesting about. They don't know why they're doing it. Because if they knew enough about it and they do their research, they wouldn't need to put out these repetitive messages, these dogmatic messages and statements. Smile. Oh, don't smile then. That's a shame. Thought I was going to get a nice teethy smile then. See your pearly whites. Seeing as you've got nothing better to do. You want to smile? I got you. How are you? You all right, darling? Oh, good boy, good boy. Somebody's happy.
I say, what are you doing, man?
Better than me bloody miserable, innit?
Yeah, that's true. You take care.
You take care, babe. See you later. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me a couple of minutes ago. I said it's an agenda, it's a plan, they know exactly what they're doing, it's not incompetence. And she started to, she wasn't very approachable really. She started to back off a little bit. Smile! You're all in the shot. I'm gonna make you all fucking famous tonight. You're all gonna go famous. I wish it was for the right reasons. But it ain't for the right reasons, it's for the wrong reasons. I wish it wasn't. I really do. But nobody's prepared to explain it. And that's what normally happens at these protests. Nobody's prepared to explain why they're doing it.
The moment. Well, they're sort of going from like one street to
My mum, she's from.
Hello. Cute little doggies. Babies. What's all this about then?
You don't know what it's about. What do you think it's about?
Well, I can see the messages. But when I queried it's not about incompetence, that lady over there, she sort of backed off a bit and became dismissive. Because it's not incompetence. You know, they know what they're doing, don't you? They know exactly what they're doing. It's a plan, it's an agenda. So they know what they're doing. You got anything to say to that? No? Oh, that's a shame. So this isn't in relation to the New World Order then? The NWO. Oh, that's a shame. Because that's the most insidious thing that's going on at the moment. Who's behind the NWO? The global governments and the media. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They've been planning this for years, the NWO. And the fake climate change that they're causing. Oh, oh, say it again. Too much shouting. Depopulation.
Oh yeah.
Reduce. Yeah. Well, I know that. Yeah. the blooming of it. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. But it's more obvious now.
But Johnson always said that they never. Years ago, he said they're not talking about the population. He said they need to be talking about that. He said it years ago.
Yeah.
He said yes. He said if you do the calculations, you add up year upon year how many more people, blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
he said something, and I thought, well, what do you think you're going to do, lad?
Yeah.
Unless you're going to kill them all off or stop people breeding, what's the answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the answer?
Yeah.
Because it's just a bit odd, yeah?
Yeah.
And it is like the weakest just fall down, don't they?
Yeah. Well, psychopaths are odd. Psychopaths are very odd.
But the thing is, the reality is everybody knows that I mean, I don't know what the percentage is, but certainly in the city and in politics, I don't know how high it is, but certainly it's a high percentage of psychopaths and sociopaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
In order to do what they have to do, they have to have no empathy.
Yeah.
So the likes of Ian Duncan Smith, who we just saw there,
Yeah.
through his measures, he killed off hundreds, tens of thousands of people, because he doesn't give a shit.
Exactly.
He doesn't give a shit that a mother is living in a house that she can't eat.
Yeah.
And that she decides that she won't eat so that her kids can eat.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care that she gets a letter that says, oh, you turned up 2 hours late to your appointment, we're going to sanction you, yeah? He doesn't care because he wouldn't be in the job he's in if he cared.
That's right.
And the reality is how do you... the only way politicians get anywhere is by being brutal.
Yeah.
Nice politicians, I mean, you've got Canada and you've got New Zealand, you've got places like that, but they're very different mentality. Yeah, they kind of look after each other.
Yeah, they do.
Whereas
that's
here,
true.
How can you have...
That's true. Yeah.
How can you have somebody living on the street?
Yeah.
And you can have a trillionaire...
Yeah.
Like Jeff Bezos, who's not paying his right amount of corporation tax through Amazon. How is that allowed?
Yeah.
How is that allowed that people are born into poverty and then other people tell them that they have no right to improve their situation?
Yeah.
No, everybody has a right to water, to shelter, to not be tortured, yeah?
Yeah.
And the fact that somebody says, well, they shouldn't be coming here. Well, everybody's been migrating forever and every day, yeah?
That's right. That's right.
But at the end of the day, there's enough money in this world
Yeah.
to feed everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
100 times over.
Yeah.
If you gave all the money that they've got, all the tax money that they saved, and you gave it to everybody and said, here you are, here's £200,000.
Yeah.
Make a massive difference. I mean, they say with most people, £15,000 would change their lives.
Yeah.
And if you think that Johnson's been having deliveries delivered,
Yeah.
what was it they were saying, £3,000 a month?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Your own fucking food.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you say, oh, well, people are going to die?
Yeah.
What?
Doesn't get distributed to the right places, does it?
It's disgusting.
It's outrageous.
Disgusting.
It's an
in
absolute scandal.
society
Yeah.
That we see these fancy cars go in here.
Yeah.
We see them with an entourage.
Yeah.
They have a driver who
Yeah.
sits around for 8 hours plus a day, getting paid. Everybody's paying it.
Yeah.
To drive somebody from there to there. Yeah. You've got all of these police.
Yeah.
We're all paying for that. What a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
I don't know what threat
Yeah.
you think we are. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So you have these fancy cars going in, these Jags.
Yeah.
And these big old 4x4s, yeah. And each minister, I mean, we see the Lib Dems come out on their bicycles.
Yeah.
Or they walk. The Tories, not a fucking driver.
Yeah.
Drive your fucking self.
Yeah.
You lazy bastards.
Yeah.
You're already getting. So they get a meal allowance in there. Every day they get a meal allowance, and every day for that meal it's subsidised in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they run up huge bar bills.
They get their flats renovated
It's
out of our money. It's outrageous. It's outrageous.
And then people go,
People are too trusting of the government. We need to stop.
yeah, but how much more
Voting.
do we have to tell people?
Yeah.
How much more do we have to say? There's something very, very sinister about this. And I've been here for years, and I used to look at these people, and I used to think, well, who is it that they think they are entitled to rule?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it is a self-belief that probably comes from school or their upbringing or whatever it is,
Yeah.
that they are there and we are here.
Yeah.
And in fact, they're just people. They're just people with privilege.
Yeah.
And they're also people with an attitude that they're entitled.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So Johnson is the worst man for the job. Everybody knows what a crook he is. Everybody knows what a liar he is. Yet he's managed to get to the top because he's ruthless.
Yeah.
That's not a characteristic that we should be looking for in somebody to lead the country. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Somebody who
Exactly.
tried to arrange to get a journalist ducked up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not on.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not on, and it's all manipulated, and it's all a very, very small tier of people who are controlling the masses.
Yeah.
And it's outrageous. It's outrageous.
Absolutely.
That they, I mean, what they've spent on that track and trace, 37 billion.
Yeah.
They could have given the people who had to go to work because they couldn't afford not to money.
Yeah.
They could have given them every month £2,000.
Yeah.
And said, stay at home.
Yeah.
Then it will stop the spread.
Yeah.
They would have said, don't go on the buses, don't go on the trains, yeah. Because loads of people went to work because they couldn't afford not to.
Yeah, yeah.
You could have actually given people money to stay home. And in fact, there's an argument that in some countries you give people a universal income.
Yeah.
Cut the crap, yeah?
Yeah.
Cut all the tier system with the tax and everything, and the benefits. Give everybody a certain amount of money to live on.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to pay for all the welfare, you don't have to pay for all the... I mean, Ian Duncan Smith, who just went in, Universal Credit, they have a whole department that costs more to administer it than they actually give out.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one. I know.
Well, what's the point?
It's ridiculous.
Pack it up.
Yep.
Pack it up,
Yep.
give everybody some money and go home.
Yep. This is it.
What? And you're sitting there with a big chart and you're saying, right, we've got to reach these targets, we've got to get these people off the system.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, they're glorified salespeople. This is what they are.
We've got to
Yeah.
get them off the system.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
and you've got somebody in charge of that, and they've got to meet their targets to get people off the system.
Oh yeah.
And truly, they will hope that either people will die, they'll either kill themselves, or they'll give up because it's so fucking difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Or they'll just go away, or they'll go and do something else. I don't know what. But to make it so, and I know there are some scroungers, and I know there's some people who take this part of the system, but I don't believe that everybody has to be gainfully employed myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't believe that everybody is like, well, you must be doing something. No, if you're contributing to society, don't care if you do voluntary work, you know, if you do anything, you're contributing. It's
exactly.
Not a pain in the arse, you're contributing.
That's right, that's right.
But this idea that we all need to slavishly go and work 40 hours a week in order to, you know, buy into the system.
Yeah. To pay the rent, to fund basic needs.
Yeah.
It's not right.
So,
it's not right.
They get, and they're so rich.
Yeah.
It's rich beyond anything that we know about.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
These are people who have, I mean, bear in mind, Johnson gets a salary, he gets everything paid for, he gets his accommodation, he gets his food, he gets his security, he gets a pension, he gets everything paid for. And then he's making money on other stuff.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't have other interests. MPs should not have other interests. Do you think so?
Exactly.
They shouldn't have. They should be, this is your job, you're doing this job for the public. Yeah? And that's who you're supposed to be serving, not yourself.
Yeah.
You know, where you then go, I mean, Johnson was getting £275,000 a year for writing for the Telegraph.
Yeah.
An article once a week. I mean, that in itself is outrageous.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, you couldn't find somebody else who could write an article?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, you'll probably find 20 people who do it.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of articles for 275,000, but of course, he was influencing policy. Yeah. Through his articles, he was a proponent of all sorts of racist, sexist.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. They're far too overrated.
But people actually believe what he said.
Yeah.
And then people say to me, Boris is like one of us. I said, but he lies. And I say, that's not, they say all politicians lie. I said, that's not what we should be expecting. He is in the highest office in this country. We do not expect somebody to lie and cheat the way he does. I stood here and I've spoken to a lady from Brazil, and she understood with a leader like Bolsonaro in Brazil. Yeah. Never did I think in my wildest dreams that we would be she would be comparing us to a third world exactly. Yeah. And, it's all, they're proper. Oh yes, so he's doing his best. Yep. No, he's making a fortune out of it. Yep. He's making an absolute fortune. And the High Court, the thing that's going on with the Good Law Project, of course, they've discovered all sorts of stuff. It's not very much reported. Yeah. But they have discovered the hemorrhaging of billions. To their friends. Yeah. Billions. Yeah. Billions. How is that allowed? Yeah. Taxpayers' money. Yeah. Making an absolute mockery. I get fined £100 so I don't do my fucking tax return. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Yeah. When Rees-Mogg moves his business to Ireland so he doesn't have to pay tax. Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what's happening now, isn't it? A lot of the celebrities and some politicians have even buggered off abroad because they know that they're not paying taxes over there. So during the New World Order, during the lockdowns, they've been able to travel. We haven't. I can't remember the names, but a few, but they've travelled and they've settled in other countries like Spain, Gibraltar, all the green zones now, Portugal, some parts of Greece. There's a lot of money. Yeah. And there are people who don't follow the rules that we have to follow. Yeah. They do exactly, it's a completely different reality. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Completely different. And I think, well, who is actually in the big? It's like Despicable Me when they turn the sun. Yeah. 1 degree, and it affects everything. Yeah. And if you report things in a certain way, you can rile the public up. Yeah. And then they say, well, you're the problem. Well, actually, no, they're not the problem. They're telling you they're the problem. Yeah. So it's division. That's right. We've had division with Brexit. We've had division with COVID. we're having division with anti-vax, maskers, division. So they're dividing. So even the people who, for instance, were Brexit supporters, were then kind of not were not necessarily on the same. They were all fighting amongst each other.
Yeah.
And it was like, wow, everybody's got a different opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's. And of course that's good, isn't it? If everybody's fighting against each other,
Yeah.
taking the eye off what's actually going on. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Pippin says you have no idea.
Gorgeous.
There's 3 other dogs at
Baby.
home. Yeah. It's 3. So I've got 2 from Bulgaria.
Little gorgeous, beautiful. Little cuties.
Hit over the head with a spade. She was English. She'd lived there a couple of years. She was 62. She was a legal secretary. And she got bopped over the head by her young Roma lover. The jealous rage.
Oh, poor little baby.
Bopped her over the head.
Poor little baby.
Oh, Pebble.
No, some rescue dogs can be right nervous, can't they?
Well, one of the ones is very nervous. I mean,
Yeah.
He jumps at anything.
Yeah.
But then we don't know what happened in the house when his mum got murdered.
Yeah.
The murderer stayed in the house for 3 days,
Yeah.
and he literally used to hide under the furniture.
Oh. Oh.
He says, I
Poor
try and share my home, but I'm just slightly fed up.
Oh, yeah.
They're not going to activists, are they?
Pebbles was a bit put out because they're all boys.
Hello, sweetie pie. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Hello, darling. Oh. Oh, sweetie pie. Yeah, I just have a little Shih Tzu. They're lovely.
You get cream for it.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
But the lockdown puppies are coming into rescue already.
Yeah.
Real problems with them.
Oh, you're lovely, aren't you, darling?
So,
Aw.
is he out? Has he come out? Is he...
I see they don't speak.
Yeah. I've been to a few of these protests. Hyde Park, the police are all giving everybody who's trying to film them, dispersal orders, not to come back in the area. And I've said to them, well, no, I'm sorry, there's no crime against photography.
Well, this is why they've got this.
The Pinnack movement.
This is why they've got this. People are perfectly... I don't care whether you believe in the Jedis, yeah?
Yeah,
You have the right to stand there
you do.
and either observe or to comment.
That's right, legal observer, yeah.
I don't care what your beliefs are.
Yep.
Yeah?
Doesn't matter.
And if we're coming into a state where they're actually locking people up, they're threatening people.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Yeah? Threatening people.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yet they allow the football to go ahead and Cheltenham Festival and all those things that they've got a vested interest in.
Yeah. And BLM.
So it's
Black Lives Matter. All these other ones. Sarah Everard one.
oh well, they didn't though, did they, in the end?
No, but I think people still gathered though, didn't they, at the bandstand?
Yeah, but then the problem is they had agitators there.
Oh yeah. Oh. Get some blooming music in this shop. Oh, I love a bit of music. Nice bit of music. Very nice lady in the end. Willing to talk to me, that's good. Bloody hell. It's all going on round here. It's all kicking off. I wish it was like this every day. I don't see these protests often. And like the lady said, everybody has a right to protest.
Boris Johnson,
About anything.
the liar, the cheat, the charlatan, a corrupt Prime Minister. Get the Tories out. As corrupt as they can. Boris Johnson, liar, cheat, charlatan. That's bad, Gary. Easy to take it. Boris Johnson, corrupt as they come, liar, cheat, charlatan. The Tory party, corrupt. Get him out of office.
It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain.
That would be fine.
Yeah.
Cold and wet for last.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly. Bloody hell. Oh. Bloody feel it coming down. Oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
liar, a cheat, a fraudster, as corrupt can be.
You've got enough on your plate, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Justice are destroying our nation. Corrupt politicians, riots, cheats, charlatans, fraudsters, doesn't even know I'm wearing Kingsley's Boris Johnson.
I somehow kind of forgot. It didn't happen.
There's the lady that ignored me, smoking a vape. Very rude. If they were all standing here protesting about the New World Order, I could understand. But that's not what it's about. I mean, you'd see this, like, pre-COVID. Pre-2020.
They did ask him where he had to go and said exactly what to go with.
This is just a standard protest. It's not about the New World Order. And it should be. That's what we're dealing with now. I haven't heard one thing from anybody as yet about lockdowns. Or vaccines. Although the lady just now I was speaking to did admit that it was about reducing population. The government's objectives right now. Which is fair enough, at least she admits it. But that's not what he's spouting about over there. It's very ambiguous, very evasive, very badly organised. This is one of the worst protests I've ever been to. If it wasn't for that nice lady earlier on speaking to me, this is mainly about bloody Brexit. Yes, of course Brexit has something to do with the current climate and the current situation. It does have something to do with it. But they need to be more expansive. They need to expand on what is going on so people understand. There's that lady I was speaking to just then. One with the dogs. She's got two little lovely dogs. I was trying to hold the camera whilst I was giving the dogs a little bit of affection. Bloody hell, they're not saying very much, are they? Got a massive speakerphone and they're hardly saying anything. I've been here nearly an hour and hardly anybody said anything. If it weren't for that lady earlier on speaking to me, personally, these lot are just gathering around, they're not really telling anybody anything. It's ridiculous. Blimey. They worked a bit harder at this protest. If they just worked a little bit harder at it, they might get a bigger crowd, but there's just nobody, look. There's just nobody. There's that rude woman. There's just nobody.
Westminster Bridge Road is...
No members of the public are really stopping or gathering round. These lot are in the middle of the road, which is fine. I love protests that are disruptive. The idea that a protest is disruptive is a good one. That's what they're all about. They have to be. I know, you keep saying. So you keep saying, mate. I know, we can read your posters. We're not blind. He added a few comments there, but I can't hear him. There's too much sirens in the background, too much noise, traffic. Can't hear a bloody word. There you go. She's one of these people. This is what this woman strikes me, right? She strikes me as one of these people that just likes her own little cliques and cliques. Look, she's willing to speak to him, but when I approached her, when I first crossed the road and got to this protest, and I tried to speak to her, she very rudely just backed off. And wouldn't say a thing to me. Not a single word. You know, if you're going to put something out there like this, the way I see it is be prepared for a challenge. Be prepared for a challenge. You know, be prepared for an argument. Surely that's what having an opinion is about. They've got an opinion, so be prepared for a challenge. You know, she's got some very, very childish, probably stale old habits. These people have probably been protesting for bloody years and years and years. Same old cack. That everybody already knows. And actually, I feel they're missing the point. Missing the point entirely. And that was my point to her. You're missing the point. You know, if you're going to stand up, add your voice, add your angry voice, and be heard, be prepared to be challenged. Simple as that. Sometimes people are so convinced that they know something that they will stay with that arrogance for the rest of their lives. Just convincing themselves that they're right. I mean, I'm younger than most of these people here, quite a bit younger. You know, I've had enough experience of life to know that this protest right outside, I mean, look, you can see here. I don't need to tell you where it is, you all know where it is. It's bloody obvious. St. Paul's Cathedral. Houses of Parliament up there, just round the corner. If this was anything like the other videos I've seen on YouTube about the protests, with the protests filming against the New World Order, standing up for human rights, then that would make more sense. But this is old cack, mate. This is seriously old cack. In 2021, to still be saying stuff like this, it's old cack. It's not teaching anybody anything. It's not educating anything into the second and third generation. And particularly the first generation. Because we all know this. Some people don't know it enough, and some people just really don't know the bigger picture of what's behind all this. And I really don't think these people do. Which is why they're just going on about Brexit. Yes, it's a tiny fraction of it. Yes, there's a small element of it being about Brexit, the New World Order. It does factor into it. But the point is that it's a very nefarious regime behind all of this, and they need to be talking about that non-stop, all day, every day. That's what we're facing right now. Brexit's going to happen no matter what, and has been doing, and that ain't going to change. Trust me, it ain't going to change. Right, I think I'm going to end this video. Got to 1 hour and my phone battery's going low. Nothing particularly spectacular about this one. So we'll call it a day, wrap it up. And to be honest with you, just based on the fact that that lady I was talking to was wearing a mask, you know, she's just playing into their hands. She's playing into their hands. If you're in compliance, if you're collaborating, then you are part of the problem. I hate to say it. I don't want it to be true. But it is. It's a fact. It's a fact of life. You're wearing a mask. You're part of the problem. Simple. You're collaborating with the Nazis, who want you dead at the end of the day. And I don't get why that lady admitted to some of that, and then she's still wearing a mask. It just seems so silly to me. Sorry about the little shoddy camera work there. I was just adjusting my coat. It's quite a warm day. I don't even know why I'm wearing a coat. Mind you, you can't tell with this weather. Like you heard me ask that police officer lady earlier on. You just never know what chops and changes. Don't know from one day to the next what we should wear. Really? I've come out with bloody 3 layers on me. I've come out dressed like it's bloody middle of winter. That's probably the sensible thing to do, because it is a bit overcast. It doesn't look like it's going to rain. It's bloody clouded everywhere. Looks a bit grey. The sun's out. Well, it keeps going in and out. It's this country all over, isn't it? Britain. One minute the sun's here, and the next minute it's not. There's no telling what's going to happen. And apart from anything else, the climate change stuff is all being affected. It's if we've got Bill Gates saying that he's going to block out the sun and put calcium phosphate or calcium carbonate into the air, geoengineering everywhere, then we're not going to get any sun at all. If we're lucky, we'll get it one day a year, and then it'll be nothing. Eventually it'll be nothing, and it'll be cold all the time. It's that we ought to be stepping down on. We should be coming down on it like a ton of bricks. These comments, that these people have, these distant illusions, as I call it. These people reckoning that they're in charge of the world. These comments they're coming out with, we really need to be standing up to that. We the people. That's what this should be about.